just joined us as well. We'll start with our first speaker, who is Mr. Jeremiah Odinga. Mr. Jeremiah would take us through who performers are and a couple of other questions. And he would be speaking for 15 minutes. So if you have any questions, you can put it down in the chats below while he's going through his presentations. So we are happy to have you, Mr. Jeremiah Odinga.
Yes, hello, can I start?
Oh, yes, please, you can. Please, if you would increase the volume, would be very much, it will be very much appreciated. Yes, you're a bit low.
Okay, now can you hear me better?
Yes, please. Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hi everyone.
Hello.
Okay, yes, I'm glad to be one of the speaker of this topic today. As first speaker also introduced me, my name is Jeremiah Odinga. I'm IP attorney working in Tanzania, especially Tanzania mainland and Zanzibar, also a practicing advocate. As it was arranged, I was assigned actually to present on who are performers, and then also to give a brief explanations on the rights which a performer will or can enjoy. And also briefly we also present on sound recording, audiovisual and live performances and broadcasting. Just to make it well, actually, I will also, during my presentation, I will also touch some issues relating to Tanzania, where I'm now residing and I'm working there, to which also I have a lot of experience. And some are also, I'll give some examples which are apart from Tanzania. And when you are talking about the performance rights, actually, we have some of the international agreements which also are governing issues of performance rights. One of the international agreements is WIPO Performance Treaty, which was actually adopted in 1996, and actually it came into force in 2002. Also, previously, also we have a Rome Convention, which actually most of the country didn't sign it. So the WIPO Performance Treaty is now a bit one which is now in force, and most of the country has ratified it, including some of the African countries. But enough, Tanzania also, we are not part to this agreement. Also, when it comes to Tanzania, especially Tanzania, and I wish also to make it clear that Tanzania is a union of two countries, which is Zanzibar and the Tanzania mainland. So actually, when you are looking on our constitutions, constitution give us some of the union matters and non-union matters. So when it comes to issues of copyrights in Tanzania, especially, copyright is not one of the union matters. So we are governed by two different laws. When for Tanzania mainland is Copyright and Neighboring Act, and for the Zanzibar is Copyright Act. Just to make it clear, who are performers? Actually, this is one of the interested parts which everyone, before going into details, should know who are performers. And various laws and various literatures are defined who are performers, and most of those definitions touches key issues which look likely and they are synonymous. When looking on the WIPO, Intellectual Property Rights Treaty of 1996, it defined a performer as including actors, it includes singers, it includes musicians, it includes dancers, and other persons who are just make the deliverer, the claims, play, interprets, and or other artistic works. So this definition actually is too broad to include all kinds of arts which are associated with singing issues and musicians. And apart from that, when you look on our Copyright and Neighboring Act of Tanzania, also all things which have been incorporated in the WIPO Treaty of Performers, also all of them have been included in our definition. So when you are talking about the performers, you are talking about those actors, singers, Live performance, you are talking about those folk expression or sometimes non-traditional songs and other kinds of works which are actually associated with issues of singing, actors, and live performances. Okay, so every performance, with regardless of anywhere in this world he is, and especially in Africa, there are two kinds of rights which a performer can enjoy. Those are moral rights and economic rights. And actually, most of the copyright issues, when you are talking about the Copyright Act rights, all of them are enjoying economic and moral rights. So what does moral right entails? When performers maybe is performing somewhere, what kind of moral rights he or she is entitled? Any performance is entitled to moral rights which are to be identified as a performer of his performance. So these are moral rights. And actually this you cannot sell them, or you cannot use any kind of a way of disposing them to another person. Even if you sell your rights of performance, of a certain performance, still the moral rights remain with the performer. So this is a key moral rights which a performer is entitled. And actually, looking on WIPO Performance and Phonograms Treaty and Article 5, you are going also to look on this moral, you are going also to see the key moral rights which any performer is entitled. And another rights is economic rights. These are benefits which a performer in respect of his work can benefit. So this is more economic issues. Which kind of economic rights is performers entitled? One of the economic rights which the performer can enjoy is the exclusive rights of authorizing the use of performance. So when a performer or a singer or any kind of artist, or in respect of a song, is entitled to exclusive rights of owning that kind of a performance which he or she has performed anywhere. So in case a person wants to enjoy this right, has to seek a special authorization from the performer. And another economic right which a performer is entitled is broadcasting of and the communication of that performance in a public. So a person cannot use a certain performance to broadcast it or to use it in a certain kind of a media without seeking first authorization from the performer of whether to broadcast that work or not. And another rights, on economic rights, is fixations. Actually, you can put your work in a different kind of a media, but this is one of the economic rights which a performer is only entitled, not anybody else. But it's well known that a performer can also dispose these rights by maybe assignments, license, and any mode of distribution of his rights, these economic rights. And actually, some of the readings, when you look some of the readings, you can see these rights. Maybe some of the people are classifying them as right of reproduction, right of distribution, right of rental, and right of making available of a fixed performance. And this also can be clearly seen in under WIPO Performance and Phonograms Treaty under Article 7 and 10. You can see them, all of them are clearly provided under that treaty. So the same rights, when come to Tanzania, also they are clearly provided in our act, the Copyright and Neighboring Act, under Article 31 up to 32. Also, these rights are clearly provided. And another issue is, so specifically, what kind of rights sound recording, audiovisual, live performance, and broadcasting are enjoying? Also, most of these rights which a normal performer can enjoy, also can be enjoyed by the sound recording, audiovisual, and performances. And as I said before, all of them are covered under Article 7 and 10 of the WIPO Performance and Phonogram Treaty and the respective laws of Africa. It's bad enough in Africa.